EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Ready.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
Missed.
This will not go down. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, 73 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Check out.
Robinson with another carry. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. And you know what I really like? The same guy carrying the ball in both plays. And what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again, because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Now Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the line.
Now 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And looking to throw, Penix. That's brought in downfield by London. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Algier. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Ready?
Robinson up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Oh, he faked it with a jump. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 83 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, so this is a 1st down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Packers 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short...
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throws, got Kraft. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, 29 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Checks this one down to Robinson. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's another Falcons.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinals.
Algier now up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point by Coon, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Penix. And he fires one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. That's complete to Mooney. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Robinson again. And this time he is in for a Falcon touchdown. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along how much they want to continue to ride him because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. And incomplete on the deep ball. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Love. That's complete to Wicks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
Throwing. Love. He'll get it inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go. Cut.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Ready.
Love. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden there to make the grab. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's first and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. Dances by him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty.
Bradley Pinion sets your kickoff.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he's going to be in. Well, he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Flush to his right. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Ready. Here we go. Ready.
Love now. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Touchdown, Packers! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he rifles one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Penix. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Let's go. 12, 10, blue 32, drill green, white, blue striker, green jack.
Here's Love. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go. 33, yellow, 22 yellow. Ready.
Final play of the half, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. And this one's incomplete.
Penix's pass, intended for Kyle Pitts, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
165 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And a gain of 3 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Penix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
Robinson on a give right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Black 40.
Working out of the gun. Love. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
There he goes again. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 60. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Packers 28. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Back to throw. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Cheetah. 97.
Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
52 black. Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
43.
Throwing on 2nd down. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Operating from the gun. Love. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. That's Zach Harrison who forced his way into dropping.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked on by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix steps away to his left. And it's going to be caught by Pitts. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
To the air, Penix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And looking to throw, Penix. Short throw, caught by Pitts. And he gets gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 30 yards. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go now.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Off the play fake, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Down.
In motion, the tight end. To the air again, Love. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the give, here's Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 10.
Set. Cougar 19.
Robinson with another carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And he is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 39 yards. And the Falcons start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to wonder why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Penix working out of the gun here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down, even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch it.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Curry for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
70. Packers 36.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Falcons 70. Packers 43.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing? The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Throwing. Love. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Parsons in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Robinson up the middle. Bust through the tackle. There he goes right side.